Afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Alex Cobb starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Matt Joyce heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, left fielder Matt Joyce.
And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And this will be their last home game for quite a while. They're about to head out on a long road trip, so they'll be wanting to get out of here with at least another victory under their belts.
Cobb looks in. Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Ben Zobrist will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. And a look there at the American League leaders in that batting race. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Crisp, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that two-seam fastball, but you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it there.
Evan Longoria will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average, maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to...
The other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Grounded to third. Donaldson's there. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Into the windup and the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit out towards second. Callaspo's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's get a quick glance at the Oakland A's defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Victor Martinez will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Right side and right into the shift. Gloved by Lowry. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Alex Colomé, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Here's the center fielder, Coco Crisp, to get us started in the home half of inning number 1.
Number 4, center fielder, Coco Crisp.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already, so this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
And taking it out there for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Josh Donaldson will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
In there, no balls and a strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this is huge.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
1 out, nobody on. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Brandon Moss will stride in now. And as you can see, he's currently 6th in the American League in home runs.
And if the power is there, this is when you expect to see it. He's right in the prime of his career and having a big year.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line. And that's through for a hit. Around first, heading for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
You can see where the third baseman set up here to start the play. Well off the line with the left-handed hitter up there, so he has no shot at knocking this ball down as it heads to the corner for what will turn out to be a stand-up double.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in for the first time, currently 3rd in the league in RBIs.
Well, you know, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up those RBIs. He's also way up there on the home runs leaderboard.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Here's the 1-1. Tapper right back to the mound. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. As Drupal Cabrera digs in as one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, as he's got a 10-game hitting streak to his credit.
Cabrera.
Cobb into the windup. First pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes moves over. 1 out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Trey Barnett will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. High in the air into shallow left center. Crisp on the run. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays. But they hold a 2-0 lead. Jed Lowry will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Back goes Joyce. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the A's are on the board now. It's a 2-1 ball game.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
No outs, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. A barehanded pickup. He beat it out.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Rays are challenging the previous.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Reed Blunt will dig in for the first time, as he'll enter play sixth in the American League in hitting.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And the pitch on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Alberto Callaspo, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And the count will be full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Alberto Callaspo gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that misses for ball one.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More from the East Bay right after this. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the third. DeYonder Navarro steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
To short. Lowry's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting. Left fielder.
And as you see there, September right around the corner. There's our upcoming schedule as we get ready for the final month of the season. Matt Joyce will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
He was just sitting on that changeup. Pretty obvious there. Can't imagine they're going to try and do it to him again.
They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Hit hard towards center. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And we get a look at the Rays leaderboard there as he currently sits number 3 on that list.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Evan Longoria will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Cobb comes set. Coming at him with the 0-1. To short, hit hard. Lowry's got it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 2-1. Tyler Flowers will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Tyler Flowers.
A high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. That's a swing and lift of foul ball off to the left and out of play. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Joyce makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Striding into the box, Josh Donaldson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the knees, strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Myers sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail it here 2-1. Will Myers is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
Cobb's ready. First pitch on its way. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Line drive to center field. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
At the plate, Victor Martinez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable, hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
As Drupal Cabrera will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row. And now that's 11 for this guy. So He is feeling it.
Standing in now, Trey Barnett, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Piaspo for one. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Kevin Kiermaier is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one, and that'll get that runner in from third base.
Now at the plate, Deonder Navarro. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 29 home runs for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And he has signaled to the bullpen that's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Jesse Chavez is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Ben Zobrist.
Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a line drive right to Lowry at shortstop. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Rays 7 and the A's 1. Brandon Moss will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes at field. Myers has it in his tracks. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there.
Yeah, a ball hit pretty well that time, but it hung up long enough for him to run it down in the alley. Good news, though, is that runner on second, he was able to tag up and make it to third now with only 1 out.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Well, not a bad start to the ball game for him offensively. Drives in another run there. Now he has both of their RBIs here in the early going.
Josh Reddick steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count, and you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. That's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
Reed Blunt stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First offering on its way. Out in front of it, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Chopped at the plate. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. A runner on first with 2 away. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. Tampa Bay leads this one 7-2. Evan Longoria heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Designated hitter, Evan Longoria.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Cue shot here out towards short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
Will Myers will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Reddick. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're on top 7-2. Leading off the inning, Alberto Callaspo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Opposing batters have not been having a lot of fun against him. Pretty intimidating when you're facing a guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
Now to the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Taken in by Zobrist. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The center fielder, number 4, Coco Craig.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup here for Coco Crisp. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Hit down the third baseline. Barnett is up with it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Oh, that's just a bad break right there. He made a good pitch. He probably should be out of this inning, but it winds up being an infield single.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Oakland. They're down 5. It's 7-2. As Drupal Cabrera makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop as Drupal Cabrera.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Crisp over to his left. 1 away.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Trey Barnett will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Ball.
And a ball. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Ripped on the ground to first. Moss is right there. Moss will just take this one himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Pitch on the way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
The catcher, number 30,
Deoner Navarro will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Matt Joyce will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's
on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Oh, and 1, here it comes. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, man, that's just digging that front shoulder down and then whipping that bat through the zone and just hammering it into right field. Those are the kind of balls that if you get a little bit of lift on it, maybe some backspin, that could wind up sailing right out of the ballpark.
Ben Zobrist will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Crisp looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
And on the mound, when he got that 2nd out, you had a feeling maybe he's going to work his way out of this. Well, think again. That's a worst outcome possible right there.
Evan Longoria will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And he lays off for ball 1.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter into the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Right to Donaldson. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rays lead it 11-2. Brandon Moss will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th.
First baseman, Brandon Moss.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants this in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Jed Lowry will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 16, Josh Reddick.
Into the box now, Josh Reddick. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you he wanted that swing back, too. He got a fastball to hit, and it seemed like he put a good swing on it, but he just missed it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 2 out with the man at first. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. The A's strand 1. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Luke Gregerson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Gregerson.
Will Myers will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
The right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, first baseman, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Gloved by Callaspo. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Nope.
2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Rays 11 and Carlos Torres will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Carlos Torres.
Reed Blunt will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now here's the pitch. Ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
On the ground to the left side. To his left, Barnett. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Tyler Flowers will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, he had gotten the first 2 guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this 7th inning, but whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
The center fielder, number 4, Coco.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
On the ground to the right side. Martinez scoops it up, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 11-3. Trey Barnett comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Late square, and this is popped up. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Now, and it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The previous play is under video.
All right,
review.
we'll take one last look at it here. Now, the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to Moss, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Josh Donaldson digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Swing and a high chopper. Barnett gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Brandon Moss digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And that's a sequence that'd make any pitching coach proud. They kept it low on all 3 pitches in the at-bat. He just couldn't do anything right there.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Matt Joyce will stand in now to lead things off and himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, I would think he was due just to pitch an inning or so, but he's pitching pretty darn well. So why not stretch him out a bit? It's been working so far.
Ben Zobrist will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tap foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Evan Longoria struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
2 out, nobody on. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
Digging in to try it again, Will Myers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Corey Dickerson will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Dickerson.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. A runner on first with two away. Chopped foul right at home plate. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. And the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Corey Dickerson will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 10, Corey.
Jed Lowry will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Now here it comes.
Nope.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Looped out toward third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Reed Blunt stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
now batting, second baseman, Alberto
Callaspo Strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. In to score, the runner from second. Coco Crisp will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And the big Ben Zobrist. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 11-4. So long from Oaktown.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays. 11 runs, 13 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Athletics, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.